Hi everyone. Today we have the pleasure of speaking with Varnee Patten-Ramjeeawon, a distinguished barrister recently admitted to the Mauritius bar, but who was also admitted to the New Zealand bar in 2021. Varnee has an extensive background in the financial services industry. Alongside her roles as a corporate lawyer, director of legal services of a reputed company, MLRO, compliance officer, and data protection officer. In this interview, she'll take us through her inspiring journey of becoming a barrister in New Zealand, highlighting the challenges, choices, and experiences that shaped her path. Stay tuned as she shares valuable insights for anyone considering the New Zealand bar. So, Varney, to start, can you tell us a bit about yourself and your background in law?
Sure. So I'm a barrister at law, recently admitted to the Mauritian bar. And for the past decade, I've been working extensively in the financial services industry, mainly as Director of Legal Services, Compliance Officer, MLRO, and even as Data Protection Officer. I also have a great passion for teaching law at tertiary level education, and I've been mainly teaching at the University of Mauritius and private institutions. And as you mentioned in the introduction, I was admitted as barrister and solicitor at the High Court of New Zealand in 2021. And since then, I've been doing a lot of counselling and providing a lot of guidance and support to people who would want to go that route as well.
What led you to pursue the New Zealand bar? Can you tell us a bit about that journey?
Of course. So I started my journey with a Bachelor of Laws with honours at the University of Mauritius. And then I pursued 3 postgraduate courses with the University of London by distance learning. And I even did a Masters of Law with specialization in commercial and corporate law. But if I'm being honest, I was really stubborn about taking the bar exams right after my LLB, but it was just not possible for me at that time due to financial and personal constraints. So that's when I decided to stick to the 3 postgraduate courses via distance learning, which meant that I could work, study, and support myself financially at the same time.
Why did you choose the New Zealand bar, and how did it come across as an option?
That's a good question. So as I mentioned, I was very keen to take the bar exams right off from my LLB, but here is the thing. In Mauritius and in UK, if you want to take the bar exams, you have to do it full-time for almost a year, which means that you will need to quit your job and find funds and time to either study here in Mauritius or travel to the UK to do it. But I had family responsibilities and living in Mauritius was just not an option at that time. So I kept this dream at the back of my mind, thinking that I'll do it one day when the time is right. Then one day I came across the New Zealand bar option, and let me tell you, it was a light bulb moment. I realized it was much more affordable, much more flexible, and most of it could be done via distance learning. I could keep working, I could save money, and I could pay for my studies at the same time. And the best part of it is, it's fully recognized in Mauritius. That's when I knew it was the right move.
That must have felt amazing, knowing you could finally make your dream come true. So tell me, after you embarked on this new journey, how did you manage to juggle online studies, work, and your personal life?
Oh, it was tough. No sugarcoating that. It was a real balancing act. Had to meet tight deadlines for the assignments, get to grips with the new legal system, which is that of the New Zealand, and still handle work pressure in Mauritius. And of course, not to forget the family responsibilities and personal responsibilities that I had to juggle with. It was simply not easy for me. So perseverance, passion, and the support of loved ones kept me going. And looking back, it's so rewarding to know that I've achieved that dream despite all the challenges.
Oh, it does sound tough, but you really seem to have gotten the best out of it.
Absolutely.
All right, how often did you travel to New Zealand for your studies?
I went twice. So the first time was for my conversion course exam. So I had really good things about the country, so I was really curious about it. So I thought instead of going to the UK, which was also an exam venue for the conversion course, I would go to the New Zealand, do the conversion course, and at the same time discover the country. The second trip was for the bar exams themselves, so I stayed there for about a month just to focus fully on the final stretch.
Did you ever take the exams in the UK, or was it always in New Zealand?
Actually, for the conversion course, I had 2 sittings. So for the first time, I went to the New Zealand, and for the second time, I chose to go to the UK just to save time. But when it comes to the bar exams itself, I went to the New Zealand for roughly around a month, as the course is on a blended mode, so partly online and partly face-to-face. So for the face-to-face sessions, I went to the New Zealand.
Would you recommend the New Zealand bar to others in a similar situation as yours?
Absolutely, without a doubt. So if you're working, you have family responsibilities, you have financial constraints which make full-time study abroad difficult, then the New Zealand bar is the perfect option for you. It's flexible, affordable, and allows you to study and work at the same time. Plus, it's recognized in Mauritius, which is a huge bonus.
Finally, Varnee, any words of encouragement for those considering the same path?
Honestly, if becoming a barrister is your dream, whether in New Zealand or in Mauritius, then go for it. It's such a fulfilling journey, it's so challenging, but it's so worth it. Stick to your goals, stay motivated, and trust me, the end result is incredibly rewarding.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us, Varnee. For those who have found this as inspiring as I have and are interested in pursuing their bar studies in New Zealand or elsewhere, do not hesitate to reach out to Varnee for advice and guidance. You can reach her directly through LinkedIn or our website. Thank you very much.